here I go.
So.
Oh, this is fucking terrifying. Yeah. By that tree, the hanging tree, I got some bad vibes. Could just be that I'm still sick, but. Ooh, it's creepy in here. Can only imagine. Oh man. Look at that. It's a nice little view he's got here, huh? Got a really great googly moogly.
Here I am, in the place to be. Mr. K&B, you can't fuck with me. Extra sexy, extraordinary. Palms are hairy, your mama pop.
What up, y'all? It's K&B, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the Sexy Ninjacast, a podcast about my loves, my interests, reviews, reactions, whatever you want, baby. We're gonna talk and maybe a life update. You never know, but check this out. My shout out to my brother. He got that for me. He went to the SmackDown show down in Phoenix, Arizona. Now I own this. It's plastic, but it's still pretty damn cool, man. I walk around this house like I'm the tribal chief, you know. Sorry, my phone went off. And I'm walking around like, yeah. And what's funny is I got a money in the bank here, too. So that's going to go really nice. And I was thinking about this. You know, I know this isn't the New World podcast, but I was thinking, once Cody Rhodes finishes the story, get this framed with that great picture of Dusty Rhodes and Cody holding the championship up. And that when Dusty Rhodes holding the championship up as well, you know, have this underneath and kind of get it like a commemorative whatever, make my own fan, whatever. You know, I just thought that'd be cool. But the champ is here, baby. But I'm back in Flagstaff, Arizona. I was in Greeley, Colorado. And that was a fun, interesting adventure. You know, it was definitely for work. And I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of different experiences, especially being somewhere outside my comfort zone for 2 weeks. And now, look, I'm back in the bubble, baby. I'm back here. But it was fun. I got to meet new people. I got to gain some new friends and stuff like that. So Greeley, Colorado, though, it's definitely a small town. It's kind of like Flagstaff, but a little more spread out and stuff like that. So cool state, cool place and stuff like that, man. There's a lot of crazy cool places downtown that I got to go check out. I got to watch a lot of wrestling when I was out there. I didn't get to go see Dune 2 like I wanted. I still need to see Dune 1 first. I read the book a long time ago and stuff like that. So and I saw the movie from the 90s. You know, it's all there. It's all there. So I'm just like, I'll get to it when I get to it. But because everyone I talk to about Dune 2, they're like, it's the greatest thing ever. And I'm like, I'll get to it. Just been catching up, man. Catching up on my comic books, catching up on movies and stuff like that. Even though I was 2 weeks gone, I really didn't have a lot of downtime, especially when I was trying to create stuff and make podcasts and stuff like that. I finally started something, though, that I'm very proud of that I started in Greeley. That's, I started The Wizard and the Outlaw book. Well, it's a book for now. Finally, I'm up to like chapter 5 or something like that. So I am finally fleshing out the story. I'm doing what Big Daddy says, just word vomit that shit. Just, you know, and the way I've been doing it is, I have the Documents app and stuff like that, and I've been doing it on my phone. It's just the case, but I've been doing it on my phone, and I found out that typing like this, really, like, I get distracted too easy on things and stuff like that. But if I'm zoned in and I'm focused and I'm texting and writing and all that, I'm zoned in. Like, I knocked out 2 chapters of this thing so far, just sitting there, just like. But now I'm up to like chapter 5, and I told Big Daddy, I was like, I read it to him when he picked me up from the airport when I came back from Greeley and everything like that, and he liked what I laid down and stuff like that, the foundation of this story. And I was like, yeah, I just really want to make a good Western story with some magic, you know, and then the outlaw and the wizard. The outlaw's, his name is the Star Kid. The wizard, his name is North. And it's a very like ABC story with an ending that I feel like it's a compelling ending to be like, ooh, I want to rock with these guys some more, you know. So that's been a lot of fun, especially just letting my imagination just go. And I've had this story inside of me for a very long time. I have outlines. I have stuff that I've been wanting to write. And when I was out there in Greeley, I was just like, you know what? While I'm creating a podcast, vlog, review, whatever, I should actually start honing the writing skills again. So, and I just started. Like, I just was like, okay, here we go. Boom, chapter 1, the outlaw. Then boom, chapter 2, the wizard. You know, and it was like, boom, the hunt. You know, so it was like, it was a progress of just like, okay, how do I want to introduce these characters and stuff like that? And I started thinking of all the great Western movies that I love and Western stories and stuff like that. And my grandfather, who passed away about 6 months ago, you know, he loved reading Westerns. And what inspired me too was there's this book I bought. Let's see if I can find it real quick. There's this book I bought, and it definitely was something that I know my grandfather, my Che, would have read. But it's Prisoners of Devil's Claw. I brought this up before. It's a little paperback book, but that's my goal. Is to write a book like this, nice little paperback thing and stuff like that. Because this isn't that long. It's about, let's see, how many pages is this book? It's like 176 pages of this story. I think I can do that. I know I can do that. So, and it's going to be dedicated to my Che, of course, because this is the format I want with this really cool art and stuff like that. I already have the cover that I made up in Canva and everything like that. It's a really simple but dope cover. Something that I feel like my grandfather would see it and he would be like, yo, I'll read that book. You know, I'll check it out. Yeah. And so that's just been a fun process of just writing, going through my old notes, how all these things connect. And, you know, I really want to make this like the pivotal starting point of a universe that I've had in my head for a very long time. I've wrote this thing called the AI Wars. I've wrote this thing called the Star Laws. You know, of course, the Wizard and the Outlaw, Ghost Pizza. I got so many things inside a binder of mine that, and it's just stuff around here all the time that I want to create and I want to write. I want to make a movie one day. I made a couple short films, you know, and it's just like that's fucking cool, man. Like you know, you want to create and do stuff like that. And I've been watching a lot of Kevin Smith movies lately because he is one of my biggest inspirations of who I am and who I want to be. He has my sense of humor, and I just rewatched Jay and Silent Bob Reboot last night. I have Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back on right now, and watching the way, you know, his dialogue's delivered. He's very dialogue heavy. He's very, you know, and it's simple humor, but it's used appropriately. You know, and I will say, after doing this watch of how much I love Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, I like Reboot just a little bit more. Just not a lot, but just a little bit more, because it shows his maturity as a writer and as a filmmaker, you know, being like, okay, well, we can cut this, we can cut that, because when at the end of Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, you know, and the credits are rolling, he's showing all these deleted scenes and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, there's a reason why you don't do that. You know, there's a reason why. And there's some things in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I'm like, I could have cut that down. But you can see the evolution of his filmmaking. And as you can see, I believe right here, that shelf is my Kevin Smith thing. Also the film that inspired him, Slackers at the end. So I'm just a big Kevin Smith guy. And yeah. So, but that's how I've been, man. Back in Flagstaff, Arizona, just chilling, just rocking, doing the damn thing, as Big Daddy would say. I created a few things, trying to get my daughter more involved in projects as well, and she really is interested. Oh, I did some ghost hunting. Well, when I got back, we went down to Wickenburg, Arizona, to this Vulture City, and that place is crazy, man. I'm gonna, like, I've been wanting to do something with the footage and with the audio recording that we did there, because I went into this really scary little room area and there's creepy dolls, and I was just like, okay, and I went and I grabbed my phone and I was all, is there any ghost here? You can speak now. All amateur and shit like that. But my wife really loves ghost hunting, and this is why we planned it right when I got back. And what sucked is I got sick. Oh, as soon as I got home from Greeley, I sat down in this chair after unpacking everything like that. I knew I felt a little like, I feel a little under the weather. But as soon as I sat my ass in this chair, it felt like somebody ran over me with like just ran over me because everything got achy. I got the cold chills. I got you can hear it still here in my throat, and everything just went wrong. And that Saturday, I was out. There was no way I was going back to work. There was no way I was gonna even just function as a human being because I was that sick. Took a COVID test, not COVID, but it was a flu that rocked my ass. And I gotta say, I more than likely got it from the airport. The airports are dirty, folks. Dirty, dirty airports. But I got sick. I was down, and I'm still feeling it. Like we went down. We stayed the night in Prescott in this really cool hotel that's haunted as well. And that was kind of the theme of the trip that we wanted to do because it's spring break and we want to come in and have a good time. And being away from my girls for 2 weeks doesn't. It's a lot. It's a lot. So we planned this trip on my return, but I didn't plan on getting sick. And I got sick. But so I'm still recovering from that. I just remember everyone texting me like, welcome back. How's it feel to be back? My grandma and my mom, welcome back. You're home. And I was like, yeah, but I'm just slowly but surely dying here. Yeah. So, but I'm not the only one. My buddy Tal got sick. Hopefully Phil didn't catch anything because he's the one that drove me up here. And I hopefully, I know my brothers got sick too. My uncle was sick. So it's something going around that's really like affecting everybody. But man, I would tell you, I haven't been that sick in a very long time. It's like something that took me out for a whole day. So, but I'm back up on my feet. So today's my day off and everything like that. So, and wife's at work, kids at school. So I just started like organizing this area, This area has got a little bit out of control. Got a bunch of new goodies that came in while I was gone. One of them being, I got that Chainsmoker 2 album. Oh, deluxe edition, Monoxide. Anybody watching this on the YouTube can see that I'm showing it to the camera and everything like that. So I'm scared to open it though. And it's numbered. I got 859 out of 1,000. It comes with the bonus disc, and it comes with some cool other things that I've seen some unboxings for. And I was going to open it, but I was like, man, I'm just too much of that collector. Look, I still got things in the box all around me. There's some things I let loose and whatnot, but this is one of those collector's items, and it's numbered too. So if you can see right there, I'm just like, but this album is great. Oh, this album's so good. My song on this album's Anxiety. It's such a good album. Shout out to Monoxide, Magic Ninja, and all that, man. Such a great dope package right here. I've also been catching up on interviews. ICP has been everywhere. It seems like podcasting and stuff like that. They also showed, I think, their documentaries finally being made about them. They got the Gathering of the Juggalos and all this stuff, all this new music that's coming out. So now it's just playing catch up while I'm here. Yeah, I've only been back a week, and I still haven't really caught up with everything yet. The biggest thing today the goal was to get my comic books back in order. Like I had to go get a whole new box because I've been gone and I've been paying for them, and they've been stacking up. As soon as I came back, they're like, here's your box of comics. And I was like, oh, I got to figure out where everything's going to go. I updated my reading pile. This is my reading book here. So I got a lot of great stuff that I need to catch up on reading wise that I'm excited about. So, no, don't fall. Okay, so I got Nightwing. Nightwing's coming to an end. I'm very sad about that. Spectacular Spider-Man, Ultimate Universe, Black Panther and everything like that. Ultimate X-Men. This Alyssa Wong's Captain Marvel run is really, really fun. I can't wait to start this Star Wars Mace Windu. Mark Bernardin, I'm a big fan of his. If you don't know who that is, he does Fat Man Beyond with Kevin Smith. He also does a lot of writing and stuff like that. And he took on this project for Star Wars that I'm really excited about. This is the one that I'm really excited about, Avengers Twilight. I got to finish the second book before I hit the road. And I was like, man. And I found a comic book shop, and the third issue just dropped. And I was like, ugh, do I buy this issue and still have an extra issue when I get back and everything like that? Because look at that art. It's just great. Of course, Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. I got that to catch up on. A bunch of movies. We watched American Fiction last night. That was really good. Saw the Oscars, of course. Shout out to Emma Stone, but I felt like Homegirl should have got that. Just Just saying, And I haven't seen Poor Things, so now it's catching up on all the Oscar winners and stuff like that. But Godzilla, Godzilla might as well. I was like, bum 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 bum. That was my Godzilla dance too. I was like, da 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 da. Such a great movie, man. And I'm glad Godzilla is an Oscar winner. Godzilla's an Oscar winner. How fucking cool is that, man? And they were adorable, and their shoes were great too because they had the Godzilla hand claws. That's where I was like, all right. And my boy Christopher Nolan is now an Oscar winner, and I was like, oh, another great director I'm a huge fan of, and his work. So, and there's that. What else is there? Oh, there's that Crow trailer. I did record a podcast when that trailer dropped, and I wasn't really happy with it. So I don't know if it will see the light of day. Probably won't, because I went back. It wasn't because of the content of what I was saying. It was how I sounded. Like I sounded like this is like the peak of sickness. I was like, "It's the Crow, Eric Traven." In the trailer, he looks like a Wish version of Jared Leto's Joker, and it was just one of those things where I tried my best to do a podcast, but it was just to the quality of it I did not care for. Thoughts on the trailer, man. It's funny. It's like after I watched it three times. Watched it 3 times, and it's just a void of I don't know what to expect. I just feel like it's just going to be a revenge tour, bloody movie. The heart's not going to be in it, like the first movie was with Brandon Lee. And then I started really digging deep into how much I really loved that first Crow movie. And how to the soundtrack, to the acting, to the heart of the story. Even the sequels hold a place in my heart, man. City of Angels, not a great follow-up, but it still holds up, man. And Salvation, I think Salvation was one of those movies where I saw it, I was like, wow, now this is a movie that I really like. Wicked Prayer is fun and silly. Danny Trejo's in it and everything like that, but and then there's the TV show that was from back in the day too that they did. I think it only aired in Canada. Yeah. But it's funny, it's I didn't really understand my love for The Crow till I watched the new Crow trailer, then started thinking about everything. Then I started bumping the soundtrack and just being like, man, the soundtrack's so good. You call it, man. I was, good times, man. Good times. Then we got Godzilla Kong coming up. I still need to see Madam Web. Everyone keeps on saying, why do you want to see that movie? Because I was like, I need to be the judge. But it's coming out here on Blu-ray, I believe, on the 26th of March. So I can hold out a little bit longer. I still got Iron Claw to watch. Of course, there's that. We got so many movies coming up. But I just want to get an update. I'm back in Flagstaff, Arizona, rocking it, back to work, and spring break is over. Now it's just a ride all the way till May, all the way till summer. But that's it. That's all. I'll keep updating you as I keep writing and stuff like that. So I was going to work on a few chapters after I got this podcast out. So, all right, y'all. Like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. I am K&B, the Sexy Ninja. This is the Sexy Ninjacast, the podcast, vlogcast, blah, 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 on that ass for you, the listener or watcher, whatever you want to do, okay? And check out the New World podcast if you like that wrestling. I'm just dancing for no reason. All right, y'all. I am K&B, the Sexy Ninja. And remember, stay sexy, ninjas. Whoop, whoop.
Welcome to the wicked shit.
All right. Is there anybody here? You can talk if you want. It's a free space for you to talk.
damn it, scared myself. Is there anybody here?